I'm gonna watch. Oh. Night. Brothers. Oh, Vivian. My mom makes the cutest ceramic. It's super cold out, so I am on my immunity boost wave. I cannot get sick. I cannot. Never again. Almost got sick last week and I've had enough already. Just made that. Now I'm gonna watch a lecture. I'm gonna watch my environmental comms lecture from this morning. If in class attendance is not mandatory, I do not go to class. I watch the recording. I get so much more out of going to class and being in person, but the classroom that this class takes place in, I cannot. I really don't like it. The layout, I have no space. I have not actually been in person a single time because I know the class and I just can't. Then I had to class for my 4 p.m. class, which I am reading Homage to Catalonia by George Orwell 4. Orwell basically is talking about his experience fighting amongst the Spaniards in the Spanish Civil War. Not my favorite genre of book. It's a bit repetitive, but as I get more into it, it's getting a bit better. I'm supposed to have it done for today, but I am not even close to finished, which is bad, but because I had visitors, I've been slacking on school so much. So these next few days, I'm gonna be kind of more in school mode. I'm gonna take you guys a bit more like in depth on the work that I do because I know I haven't really done that yet. I'll give you a proper rundown soon, but now I need to work. As promised, here is a rundown of my classes. I realized I've never covered the classes I took this semester, so here goes. Better late than never. First class I took was an environmental comms course, probably my favorite of the semester because I've always been interested in sustainability. I felt like I was learning things that are useful and that I'm happy to have under my belt, which is always so enriching. Good morning. I'm headed to Rutherford Stadium. That's where McGill has like soccer games. The girls are visiting the city from New York. I haven't seen them in over a month, so I'm excited. It's also such a nice day. These are like the last fall weather days. The trees are still turning, there's still leaves, so I just want to take advantage. And then tonight, my family is hosting a oyster party. So I'm gonna come home. I just spent all morning like helping prep. I'm gonna dress up and help figure out stuff last minute probably. I'm gonna have to be on tonight, so I might have to like nap later in the day. Then we'll see where the night takes me. I have a feeling it's gonna be a fun, crazy night, and I love oysters so much. So yeah, that's the game plan. I'm so excited. Let's go.
Ah ben là ça marche, là c'est cool. And Good morning. It is Monday. I have such a packed day today. I'm about to hop on a call with my manager. Then I am going to meet with Izzy for some matcha coffee at Osmo, my favorite. Best matcha in Montreal in my opinion. Then I think I'm gonna head to Lip because I have 1,000 things I need to do today. I need to write a media critique that's due Friday for my media and feminist studies course, which I'm doing on Bria Mack Gets a Life, which is this new series that came out. It's Canadian, produced in Canada, like made in Canada, which is cool. And I think it's a perfect piece of media to critique in relation to what we've been studying. I'll talk more about it. I'm kind of in a rush right now, but I will give you guys more of a rundown a bit later. Then I need to find a topic for my environmental communications course for my essay in that course, which has to be on an object or practice or something that I predict, I guess, will have gone extinct in 30 years. The premise is basically I'm like putting together an essay that explains an object that's in a museum or like a painting that represents a practice or something that's in a museum, the fossil fuels museum, as something that is no longer in use use or no longer practiced because we no longer use fossil fuels by then. So I need to find a topic for that and start writing. And then I also have a discussion post that I need to do in feminist comms. I think this week is it's about like speaking for others. I forget the author, but I'll give you guys more details. I'm just really in a rush. I need to hop on a call. See you guys.
Cause that way it might.
Yeah, with Izzy. Cutie. Oh, me. Oh, new friend. Oh, croissant. Oh.
As I mentioned, we had the assignment to write about an item as if it were extinct in a post-fossil fuels age and explain why and how it went extinct, tying it to readings from the course. I was brainstorming here for a while, looking through the syllabus, and finally came up with the idea of chewing gum, since most gum has petrochemical gum base. So the thing that makes it chewy is made up of petrochemical derivative, which was kind of scary to study, honestly, because I love my gum. Second communications class I took was media and feminist studies. I loved the teacher, and the material was fun because it was super up to date. We talked about Barbie, we had memes in the slides. I don't know, I just really enjoy courses where I feel like teachers are evolving with the times and integrating contemporary materials into the syllabus. I had a media critique due that week for the class, and I chose to write about Bria Mack Gets a Life. My thesis ended up being about how the show calls out tired tropes and harmful stereotypes, reclaims gifting, which we studied has ritually been used by white people online in a kind of digital blackface manner. My thesis was also about how the show compounds the protagonist's voice by casting her an imaginary hype woman. All of these things came together with the purpose of representing Black women positively and completely. Honestly, every assignment I had for this class, I thoroughly enjoyed writing. Again, because it required interacting with media, art, culture that is contemporary and recent. We had to write about things that had occurred or came out in the past 12 months. So yeah, super, super interesting. Discussion posts due every week for this class, so here I am writing one based off the required reading. That week's was on Alcoff and the act of speaking for others, which was centered around how speaking for others relates to representation and visibility for marginalized folk and whatnot, or at least that's what I focused on for my discussion post. Pale as a sheet. I slicked back my hair. I swear every single time that I commit to doing a slick back, it takes me forever to get it right. I'm such a perfectionist, and it's not even nice right now. I can see bumps. It's triggering me so much. This is the outfit. 10:33 on. Hello. What day is it? November 7th. I'm headed to campus. Again, grind day. You guys saw yesterday I went ham. I had so much work and I still have so much work today, so I'm just gonna go to the library because I feel like most productive there. When I'm home, I'm a procrastinator. So campus, here I come. I'm gonna have a very big work day, then I have class at 4, and then cocktails, and then a dinner at 7. So I'm gonna go and leave for the whole day, which is why I'm like dressed to the nines for the library. Usually I don't really dress up that much, although I should start. It's kind of fun. I have such bad period cramps right now. My period has been, it's overstayed its welcome this week. Like, you're supposed to be done, girl. Get the heck out. I'm gonna go make a matcha to bring to school. So here I am doing 1,000 readings for environmental comms. Downside is there were so many. Upside is they were really, really enlightening. We had quizzes every 2 weeks, so I'm just prepping for one. We usually had about 6 readings per quiz, and I left them all to the last minute because I'm so lazy with readings. The readings for this class were really well selected. Never a boring read. Spending all day at the lib, I headed to my 4 p.m. class, and that was my cap for working that day. I've been giving myself caps where I decide when I feel I've done enough work for the day and allot the rest of my waking hours to doing fun stuff, because believe it or not, school isn't the only thing that matters, contrary to what was instilled in most of us in high school. At least that was my experience.
Sarah got the baby spoon.
Good morning. It is Wednesday. It's gonna be a good day. Very productive. Another very productive day. I'm just gonna edit a bit and then I'm gonna go make a matcha. I will see you. I literally just woke up. I'm so poofy. Oh no, my computer's dead. Made my matcha.
Others. That is not the thing. She's like, just don't speak for others.
How fun is this top? Danielle Guizio, Denim Forum.
Oh my god. 'Cause when I try to quit you, I go through withdrawals. Tell me, is that when I die, I'll be the ghost of you. should know. No one knows who tried to make time go by slow. Keep you by my side.
Study day in bed. So productive. Productive AF. Reading Bryce and Revisited. Eating snacks. Welcome. Heavenly.
Say to me, of course. Tell me that when I go, I'll be the ghost of yours.
Time for class. Headed to Ayla for Dad's birthday. We all love Mediterranean food. Tea is being spilled. I just got back from my literature class, which was nice. Talked about Brideshead Revisited and about charm, property, and inheritance and that stuff. Really interesting. As I mentioned earlier this week, like I have a media critique due tomorrow. I haven't really started on it at all. I have been procrastinating all day. I went to PLR's and then we just laid in bed and talked for 3 hours and ate cookies and listened to music. And I read 2 pages of my book. That's like all I did for the whole day. And so now after this dinner, where I'm probably gonna have a drink, I'm gonna have to come home and grind it out because it's due tomorrow. Sometimes with some assignments, I feel like I have this idea of what I want to write about, but then I think too much into it before I start writing and then it blocks me because I'm so in my head about, oh, what argument I'm trying to make. But sometimes it's good to just like start writing and kind of figure it out as you go. That gets the ideas flowing, and I feel like I'm experiencing kind of a writer's block with this essay. Thank the Lord it's pass or fail, because otherwise I'd be in deep trouble. I'm never last minute like this, and I don't like being last minute like this. But yeah, so that's gonna be my evening. Really fun dinner, and then come home and grind. This place better have spicy margs. Like I need a spicy marg. After the day I've had, I'm kidding. It is the first day that is snowed in Montreal. Winter is here. Was I ready for it? No. But so yeah, I took the scarf out. Proud of myself for taking that step in my wardrobe. Let's go. Good morning. Friday, fun day. Except today is not going to be a fun day for me because I did not end up doing my media critique last night. I had a drink at the restaurant and I think it just like took me out because when I got home all I could do was watch an episode of the show that I'm writing about. I told myself like I had to do that at least and make notes so that in class today I could work on it, which I feel so bad about, but like I don't have a choice. Also, I'm wearing my pajamas to school. How horrific is this? I told myself at the start of this semester like we're not doing this again, because last year I would wear my pajamas to school every single day. Like I would roll out of bed and go to class looking like literal roadkill, and I decided I don't want to do that anymore. But this is one of those days where it has to happen. So at least we're gonna be putting a bit of cold brew under eye. I like to put this on when I don't feel like doing any makeup, but like don't want my under eyes to pop out. The under eyes that I possess are ridiculously dark, and so putting on whatever product makes me feel like Earrings also really make me feel put together. But yeah, I have my Japanese cinema class. In this class, the first half we watch a movie, and so the multitasker in me is gonna really come out this morning because I'm gonna spend that whole movie probably writing my essay. I just don't have a choice. I feel bad, but gotta do what you gotta do. I'm like the queen of multitasking. It's my favorite thing. If I can do 2 things at once, I'm gonna do it. I'm a checklist girl. Productivity is like my strength and my weakness. I'm good at getting shit done, but it also like depletes me of the will to live sometimes because I'm so high strung about it. Sometimes Anyway, but today that's what's gonna save me. I think I'm gonna write about the second episode because I feel like I have more interesting things to talk about in relation to things we've seen in the course. But once again, like I really need to write a critique that is separate from the course readings and then use the readings to strengthen my point, not the opposite. We're gonna make this fun. I'm gonna try to make this a fun class. Get this essay done because I really want to go out. That'll be my motivation. It's good to have a motivation and goal. Have fun on a Friday night, which is what it should be. So let's go to school.
I also took a Japanese cinema class this semester. We met once a week for it, watched a film, discussed it, and had a lecture about it, all in the span of 4 hours. I loved the movies for this class. However, I definitely struggled with the early Friday morning call time. Watching a movie first thing in the morning it's brutal, honestly. It kind of messed with my day, but I love taking film classes at McGill. Lastly, I took a British Literature of the 20th Century class where we read a bunch of books I'll talk more about in a review of all the books I read this year. I loved my teacher, which made class way more fun. We looked into time, memory, and sound in a bunch of the books, which was really cool to study, and how women were portrayed, etc. I always try to sign up for a literature class every semester because it forces me to read books, which I know I enjoy doing, but procrastinate so much when I have other work to do during a busy semester. That's what a typical week in the life looks like.
Tell me that when I die, I'll be the ghost of you.